All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast trials. And in this video, we are going to be kicking off weekly therapy number 38, which was actually reset a little bit earlier than usual this week for whatever reason. It normally resets at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's when the updates have generally gone live and weeklies have reset. But for some reason, it seemed to have reset like over an hour early at least. So hopefully nobody was trying to crunch time in the last few trials of Deadly Primes, but if you did, you might have missed out on finishing it because this reset a little early. Not sure if that was a mistake or an accident because of the confusion that happened last week with the weekly potentially going for 2 weeks, but yeah, it is now available for the next week until from March 18th until the 25th. We have this weekly, which we weren't really sure what it was going to be because it was outside of the schedule that we'd been provided for the future, and we just had this 1 week that was going to be squeezed in between the end of the calendar and the start of the event. But it actually turns out that we have got Naked and Afraid, the most difficult weekly by far, in my opinion. There's pretty much no debate there either, I don't think. You have no rig and no items in the trial, essentially. All you get is an antidote, a medicine, and a battery, and that is it. That is your full loadout for the trial. No rig available, no throwables, nothing. And yeah, it definitely is a very, very challenging setup. And also, this is actually the first time we've had Naked and Afraid around since the change to difficulties, where we are on, we have psychosurgery and everything. Last time this weekly ran was in July of 2024, the beginning of July, which was just a little bit before Bambino came around, which was what introduced this new system. And this is going to be the third time it's ran. Back in July, that was for weekly therapy number 24. And then the original run of this was for weekly number 11 back in February of 2024. So yeah, we are back for the third iteration of Naked and Afraid, and I'm a little bit scared to click on this and see what the trial list is. But, let's just bite the bullet and see what we're up against here. Cleanse the orphans, gather the children of God, open the gates, reunite the family, vindicate the guilty, teach the police officer, feed the children, eliminate the past, and kill the snitch. Okay, I was very worried we were going to see Pleasure the Prosecutor in here. Thankfully, we have dodged that bullet. But this is still going to be very, very challenging. If we take a look at the program details, of course, yes, again, I always forget you can't actually hover them in there, but Naked and Afraid being the main variator, of course, very, very difficult. No rig and no items in the trial. We'll also have, of course, Increased Threat 2, More and Deadly Traps 2. We have Unreliable Doors coming back, and then Psychosurgery itself. Hey, at least we don't have to worry about the extended rig cooldown or the inventory space. Psychosurgery almost not even a big deal in this in this case, right? Let's see. Let's take another once over of the trial list here. No Franco at all, actually, which is honestly very nice to see. 3 full trials. Vindicate the Guilty will probably be quite difficult without any items or rig, I would assume. Cleanse the Orphans, probably not too bad. Open the Gates, I could see being challenging. Honestly, it's been a while since we had Gather the Children of God. That used to be like in every weekly, I feel like. Reunite the Family, one of the newer ones. Of course, Eliminate the Past. You could just AFK if you want. So yeah, honestly, not the worst trial list in the world. I don't always do this, but for this one, I definitely want to go back and look at what we had the original run-throughs of these of this weekly. So like I said, it was back in July. I have screenshots of the trial list of every weekly going back all the way to even the first one. And yeah, so importantly, weeklies prior to the difficulty shakeup were usually easier in terms of variators. Like obviously this has, 5 variators on it. Back when this ran in July of 2024, we had only 2 variators, being Naked and Afraid, and I think the other one is Increased Threat 2, it looks like. I'm not sure. They might have changed the icon, but It's Naked and Afraid and then only one other variator. But there were quite a few trials on it. The weekly trial counts varied quite a bit. Back then, sometimes there would only be like 3 or 4. Sometimes there would be a lot. This one did have quite a few. Had Kill the Snitch and Pervert the Futterman. I remember Pervert the Futterman being quite long. Of course, if you are interested, I do have these the videos for this weekly on my channel for both the runs of it, Naked and Afraid. But yeah, I remember it being quite a nightmare back then, even without all these additional variators that we now have to go against. And then back when it first ran for the 11th weekly, if I scroll even further down in my screenshot list, where is it here? Just trying to... I thought I named all of these. So I do have like a notepad which includes all of the dates and info and counts of the weekly therapies, but then the screenshots obviously actually contain the trial lists and everything. Is this... oh no, that's Back to Square One. That one's also pretty difficult, but again, nothing compared to this. Here it is. Yeah, the original run of it only had the 4 trials. It had Cleanse the Orphans, Grind the Bad Apples, Kill the Snitch, Vindicate the Guilty. That was all the only 4 trials that it had. All the way back again in February, over a year ago at this point. So yeah, we are up against these 9. It looks like it's kind of a similar amount of trials to the second run through, but it's still going to be way more difficult, of course, because we do have more variators. But yeah, we should be in for quite a time here. Kind of excited, honestly, to do these. I was not excited when I first saw it because I was like, oh my god, it's going to be a Franco trial. This is going to be a nightmare. But without a Franco trial, I'm kind of think I'll have a good time. I mean, this is, again, pretty much the most difficult weekly. Definitely the most difficult standard weekly, but then if you consider like some events, I mean, Toxic Shock and Countdown are fairly difficult. It's kind of debatable. But you definitely have to play the game a lot differently in Naked and Afraid. You cannot really just sort of run around in YOLO, especially around big objectives like when you're electrocuting the snitch or the crank at the end. You have to play it a lot more stealth approach, since you have no way of escaping from any sort of any jumper or anything like that. And it is worth maybe considering bringing something like the boosted or surplus amps. It's worth noting in the full trials, the secret room does still exist and does spawn with the boosters and the rig rechargers, which are useless. But it has the boosters and the batteries. You can also get batteries off of door traps, so you're not just completely screwed with getting your night vision back. But yeah, it is definitely going to be very challenging. You could maybe bring in 1 throwable with surplus if you think that's worth it. I probably don't, but anyway, that's enough prelude, enough yapping. We're going to jump into the first trial for Naked and Afraid, which is Cleanse the Orphans. I will see you guys there. All right, folks, here we are at Cleanse the Orphans, the first trial of the weekly. And as you can see, our rig has been removed from our loadout. We've still got our amps of Noise Reduction, Smash, and Incognito. Hopefully we can make good use of those. But yeah, we're just going to jump into the trial and see how we can do here. Oh, I still have my rig in the shuttle there in the bottom right, but it is now gone. Increased threat 2, more deadly traps, certain rival doors, Psycho Surgery, Naked and Afraid. And we do have the medicine in our hand, a large battery, and an antidote, and that is all you get. Good to start with a poster. This guy's right here. So yeah, I do anticipate this being probably the most difficult Naked and Afraid yet, just because of the additional variators. As I mentioned in the intro sequence, it was. I mean, we can just run past this guy. I don't know why I'm being so afraid of him necessarily, but in the intro sequence, when what I talked about, with there only being one other variator aside from Naked and Afraid the last time it ran, there's obviously now a lot more. Probably the most annoying would likely be More Than Deadly Traps. Unreliable Doors is annoying as well, but we have Smash Amp at least. Alright, right hand side, left hand side. Let's try and get into this immediately. Yeah, for me, honestly, the biggest fear, I guess you would say, is almost just the jumpers potentially getting me. Because there's no saving yourself from jumpers in this weekly. Like, if you get grabbed by a jumper, you're taking damage. And that's just kind of, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to double check this here. Actually, we'll go out this way. A little safer. You can use Smash Amp to get inside the left-hand side of this thing that we're headed to. I don't trust the glass. Like, if the glass extends beyond the thing you're jumping over, a lot of the time it can land you on it when you jump over the thing, which is very annoying. That is a potential secret room location, but no luck this time. That guy right there. Not sure where Gooseberry's at. I'm just going to smash this, I think. Although she could literally be right on the other side of this door because the radio is here. Thankfully she is not. Oh wow, that was generous. But we will take it. That is, the radio's done. Let's head back downstairs. I mean, I feel like for this trial, probably won't struggle too much. The most annoying part will certainly be the basement and the keys, I would say. Although the reels could be a bit annoying. There's a bit more space for you to lose them. Guys, by the way, if you are excited for the upcoming patch next week and obviously the run of this weekly, don't forget down below the video to smash the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe as well. We are, I think, as of this recording, at around 970 subscribers. So only 30 more to go for the big 1K. I assume we'll probably be hitting that as a result of the patch, since people will be coming back to the game, and the patch reviews usually get a decent amount of views. So I'll probably cover the event first. Sorry, I'm just trying to listen briefly here. I'll probably cover the event first and then set up the live stream for, I don't really know when. Probably sometime in April will be the big escalation live stream I've been talking about for so long. Yeah, I figured, I mean, I didn't know where people were until now. But honestly, pretty good start to this section. We've got both of the reels basically out. See, now I'm very scared to walk by these lockers. Oh no, I don't trust that at all. I'm just gonna hightail it all the way, I think, here. Yeah, just, you have to be very aware of hiding spots, because there's been plenty of times where I've not heard the jumper and then still gotten like, you know, before. Like, I didn't hear them in time. They didn't make a noise in time. Unfortunately, we didn't get the secret room right here. That would have been nice. That would have been really nice. So we have, obviously, classroom 4 here. Oh, okay, there's a jumper. Is that the locker? Oh, this is in the light. No, it's the trash can. Sounded a little weird. Okay, we gotta be careful running through this area. Okay, 3 and 4. Ah, yeah. We have to run. Get away from this guy. I think we can probably just do this, since the giants can't go in the crawl spaces. Although I am visible here. The picture also going to be incredibly annoying during this. It's a lot more. Oh, my cat is upset. Sorry if you can hear that. She just wants to go upstairs. She probably finished eating her dinner. But yeah. Oh, It's a lot more reminiscent of the original Outlast games, obviously. You basically you can't fight back against the enemies. You can't do anything to defend yourself. And that was kind of the whole premise, or like a big part of the premise of the original Outlast games. You could only hide, run, hide, or die. I think that was what they said on one of their little summaries. At least I feel like I remember reading that as a bit of a slogan. It's a little bit risky here. Okay, this is good. I feel like getting the reels out of the out of the area where you get them originally, like the you know what I mean. Like that spot over there is very important. I did not actually step on that. It didn't give me a high noise sound trigger. Like that was a fake glass noise. Yeah, getting him out of that main area is probably the most annoying part. So although I took the reel sort of away from where it actually needs to be, this other one out here is still in a better spot, in my opinion, to get it to where it needs to be. Let's go search the locker. See a little bit. Oh, we just saw the giant. This is a good time to run then. We should have a completely clear path to the 4th classroom. Let's make sure we stay left here. Don't get jumped. There we go. Very nice. But yeah, obviously as a result of how this works, do expect these trials, these videos to be much longer than usual. That's just going to be the nature of things here. I'm not going to, or I'm going to try and avoid any like undue slowness, but you definitely have to do a much more careful and considered approach when you cannot defend yourself. I think we can just run here. Just stick to the right, and we are out of there. All right, very good stuff. We didn't find our poster in the lobby here. Let me quickly look for that. There it is. And then we'll get our final one at the chapel and be all good on the secondary objective there. Potential for the secret room still to be in the basement. Oh, we got the poster a little early. Could be in the basement, could be in the courtyard. Nice to have the boosters, as that stuff is still available, as I mentioned, in these full trials. But in those MKs, you are left with nothing. There's our guaranteed poster here in the chapel. Kill the Snitch was around in the last psychosurgery. I remember that being very annoying. The ending, especially, is going to be quite a pain. Or pretty much entirely the ending would be the annoying part. Let's see what keys we need here for our good friend. Fire and Moon. Okie dokie. I don't recommend doing that co-op door pretty much ever. Because there's someone in that thing. I'm going to check this quick to see if it's the secret room. It is not. But we can grab a bonus poster. So this I expect to be the most annoying part, is here in the basement with the night vision guy getting this generator started. Although it's a pretty RNG dependent on where the generator actually spawned. Hopefully he doesn't see me right here. Okay, good. Because if it spawns like in the back, which it looks like it might have, that is actually, yeah, like here is actually good. So that's good luck right there. A little bit more secluded, easier to work on without being spotted. I don't know where the secret room ended up spawning. It's probably somewhere upstairs in the areas where you do the radio. Like maybe the girls' dorm or something. Because I did not find it in any of the normal spots. Going to try and navigate back around to the crawl space here. Okay, let's try and stay hidden. See, a big part of this is just staying hidden to begin with, like not actually getting spotted. I'm assuming he posted up, but I'm just gonna check. Okay, he's not on his way. We should maybe be able to do this before he gets over here. Oh yeah, that was good. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna use my battery that I have. If he walks down here, I will smash this, although, yeah, I'd rather not, since it's gonna set off the screamer. Careful where we're walking here. My cat's coming back. I mean, I'm gonna let her upstairs after this, but... Okay. Now we can run. We can get that guy out of here. Yep, I knew he was probably turning around and gonna cheese us. I normally go out, obviously, from the basement side to get to the key area, but just getting out of there safely is more preferable. So I will take my leave where I can. Jump this glass. Hopefully this isn't one of our keys. Okay, good. We would have had to set off the screamer in order to get it, and we're gonna have to set him off anyway. Taking his time to go off there. Nope, no dice on that. I don't know if the Wolverine guy heard that noise or not. Okay, I don't know where this... Oh, he saw me. Okay, we can loop him around this. This was a very important thing to know how to do properly in the original Outlast games, of course. Looping enemies around. It's a little bit harder in this game, generally in my experience, because they will just reverse direction in an instant, and that can catch you out pretty easily. But with something big like that, it's usually not too bad. Okay, I think maybe we should run. Oh, the other direction. Oh, it is just a pusher. I hate how your running momentum carries over to sliding after you close a door. Like, I did not try to slide there. I was just trying to crouch after sprint closing the door. But I don't think you should be able to conduct a slide if you're not holding down shift. That would entirely solve that problem. And I was not, of course, holding down shift. Alright. Pushers should not reverse course and like sprint into us here. Okay, we got spotted there. This could be bad. This could be actually really bad. Oh. Yes, please go through the door. Right there. Please. Yeah, fuck this, exactly. No. Oh, is he gonna cheat? Don't cheat. Oh, I can search the corpse from this far away. That's crazy. Okay, so there's probably a key right on the other side of that door, and then the other one will be down here somewhere. Oh, that's gonna be the picture now. That's the diamond right there. I'm gonna get in this, actually, just to kind of make sure I'm not gonna get walked out by the pitcher. If he goes out there, he'll eventually... Well, he could go through to the basement, I guess, that way. But yeah, I mean, he's certainly the biggest threat in this trial, at least. Yeah, that was the diamond. You have to look in weird spots to get these keys to actually register as having been seen. Okay, he is going to go up. And this door is actually, thankfully, just a trap, so we can get through it without being loud. And he's leaving as well, so this is a good opportunity to try and get our keys. Oh my god, that jumper. There's a club key there. Damn, man. Maybe here? Fire, okay. Please do not set off the screamer. Okay, thank goodness. Alright, it's key number 1. And now I'm just going to try and run briefly to get up to here, because I'm almost certain our key is here. And it is. And the reason I know that is because there's generally one up in the area where the secret room can spawn, and then one down here in the courtyard. And if there's not one up where the secret room can spawn, it will be up here on this platform, because this is also kind of in the upper area. It sounds like this guy's going back down, maybe. I hear him. So I'm not sure who we heard go through the door. Maybe it was the pitcher still. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. I assume he's walked down. Yeah, we just heard him speak. So that should pretty much put us in the clear to get back to the chapel and open up the handles here. I kind of, I don't know what it is about. Oh, what? What is this nonsense? Okay. I could have hopped into the confessional thing, obviously, but I didn't want to get like last second spotted by him and then end up getting grabbed out of the locker. Yeah, I don't know. It is obviously a very difficult weekly, challenging variator, but I sort of enjoy the. I mean, it's like the old classic Outlast, which I really liked. I mean, I love Outlast Trials as well, of course, if you couldn't tell. But it's kind of cool to have them blended together in this way. You know, you don't have the rig or the items to help you out. You're on your own. And it also, in my opinion, really rewards map knowledge very well, knowing where you can go to get around or lose enemies. Which I also am a fan of, obviously, since I, at this point, hopefully have a pretty good knowledge of most of the maps. At least the old ones especially. And there we have it. Serve to the children, and then we're going to head out our standard way. And the endings can also be very difficult in this variator, especially in comparison to anything else. It is much more difficult than it otherwise is, because you have no defense and you have to go and hit the button and wait for the shuttle. Obviously you're exposed there, and it is very possible that you can get caught out. And it's also usually quite difficult to stealth all the way to the shuttle and hit the button without getting spotted. But we're going to see how the timing works out for us here. Okay, we got spotted there. I could have tried to just YOLO it there, which maybe I should have. I don't know. Is she going to come back inside, or is she going to stay out there? She's going to stay out there. Oh, no, she's pecking on the door. Maybe this will work out for us if she... Oh, no, she was just knocking, not coming in. Alright. Ooh, that's good. Okay, we're gonna run forward here. Alright, this is gonna be kind of hard. Bait the swing. We're just gonna full run, just get the hell out of here. We got in, we hit the button, and we got out safely, so now we just need to be able to get back there safely, and we can leave. So that's probably a good approach a lot of the time. Knowing how to bait out hits like that is usually pretty important for this. And for anyone who maybe doesn't know what happened there, basically, just give me a second here. Okay, we're good. Basically, if you sprint at an enemy before they've started doing any sort of swing or animation, they will anticipate you sprinting straight into them and do like a quick swing right in front of them, which you can then quickly stop and not get hit by and then run around them. takes some time to get used to it, but it's definitely very, very important in situations like that. And I'm sure we'll run into many more like that as we go here. But that is it. A+, 20 minutes, 23 seconds, Cleanse the Orphans, Naked and Afraid, Psychosurgery here. And I believe, yeah, we ended up with no demerits. Another very tough thing about getting A+ in Naked and Afraid is because you don't have your rig or items, you don't get a lot of points back for any mistakes that you do make. So you really, really get punished if you even, like, sometimes on shorter trials, or if you don't get a lot of posters, even 1 damage can be enough to just knock your grade down to an A instead of an A+. So you really, not only is it very difficult to be perfect, you pretty much have to be almost perfect to get these A+. But that is it. Good start to this harrowing weekly. I'll see you guys for the next trial.